Have you ever wondered why the Bible mentions certain names but does not reveal their stories? Today, we are going to explore the hidden mysteries behind Cain's descendants. Get ready to discover the possible reasons why Enoch, Irad, Mehujael, and Methushael are only briefly mentioned in the Holy Scriptures. Are there secrets hidden in their names? What untold stories might lie behind these enigmatic characters? Let's delve into the depths of traditions and theories to try to uncover the truth. Following our chronological journey through the Bible, we arrive at Genesis chapter 4, verses 17 and 18, which say,
Cain made love to his wife, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Enoch. Cain was then building a city, and he named it after his son, Enoch. To Enoch was born Irad, and Irad was the father of Mehujael, and Mehujael was the father of Methushael, and Methushael was the father of Lamech.
After this, the Bible goes silent about Enoch, Irad, Mehujael, and Methushael. Only Lamech, one of the descendants, receives more attention, and he will be the protagonist of our next video. But reading this for the first time, I thought, there is something very strange here. The first question is, how did Cain build a city for his son, if there were only him and his wife? And why are the names of Irad, Mehujael, and Methushael mentioned without any additional comments? Did they do something so terrible that Moses, when writing the Bible, decided to hide it? Let's explore these questions and see if there is something outside the Holy Scriptures that might clarify this story. Can we uncover the hidden secrets of these descendants of Cain? After taking the life of his brother Abel, Cain was marked and exiled. He settled in the land of Nod, where he had intimate relations with his wife, and she conceived and gave birth to a son named Enoch. Cain was so happy with the birth of his son that he decided to build a city and name it in his honor. Here begins the first mystery. Who was Enoch? What do we know about him besides his name and the city built in his honor? The first thing we need to understand is that for early civilizations, the meaning of names was extremely important. Names were not just labels, but reflected a person's identity, character, and even destiny. They were chosen carefully to convey the hopes and expectations of the parents, as well as the person's relationship with divinity and society. Knowing this, let's explore the meaning of the name Enoch. According to scholars like James Strong, in his famous Dictionary of Hebrew Names, the name Enoch, Chanok in Hebrew, can be translated as dedicated or consecrated. This interpretation suggests that Cain, in naming his son, was trying to create a positive and consecrated legacy, a new hope for his lineage. On the other hand, there is an alternative interpretation that suggests the name Enoch can also mean initiated or taught. This means Enoch was seen as the beginning of a new era, or someone instructed in wisdom and tradition. Seeing his son growing up, Cain decided to build a city in his honor. But don't be alarmed, we are not talking about giant buildings. The cities of that time consisted of simple houses made of mud and stone. Cain, with the help of his family and possibly other descendants of Adam, would have created this new settlement. For Cain, the city of Enoch could symbolize an attempt to redeem his past and offer new hope for his descendants. According to archaeologist James Millart, who made important discoveries in the region of Çatalhöyük, one of the first known cities, these constructions were modest but functional, serving as centers of commerce, protection, and community life. Çatalhöyük had no streets or sidewalks. The houses were built next to each other, and the people living in them moved around on the rooftops of the city and entered their homes through holes in the roofs, descending by a ladder. Some ovens were built above the houses of Çatalhöyük to cook food, and we can assume that group activities were also conducted on top of the houses. Although the direct connection between Cain and the foundation of Çatalhöyük is not supported by archaeological evidence, it is fascinating to consider the possibility of human migrations. The migrations of ancient peoples are well documented and could have led to the formation of new communities and cities. With Enoch already an adult and living in the city his father Cain built for him, he met his wife and had a child. Probably Cain was still alive, and, perhaps with his father's help, named his son Irad. Enoch, probably thinking of his father Cain's legacy, wanted his son to continue the growth of the city. Therefore, he named his son Irad, which in Hebrew is Irad. Irad. The name Irad can be interpreted as cities or multitude. According to the renowned scholar of Hebrew names, James Strong, in his Dictionary of Hebrew Names, the name suggests a connection with the foundation and expansion of urban communities. The choice of the name Irad might indicate that Enoch wished for his son to play a crucial role in the continuity and development of the city. By giving his son this name, Enoch was perhaps expressing the hope that Irad would be a leader capable of strengthening and expanding the community that Cain had initiated. We can imagine Irad growing up with this expectation and responsibility, working alongside his father, Enoch, to ensure the prosperity and security of the city. The maintenance and growth of this community would be essential not only for its survival, but also to leave a lasting legacy for future generations. Irad, a man who helped expand the city of Enoch inherited from his father, had a son named Mehujael. The name Mehujael can be translated as to strike or to smite, suggesting affliction or judgment. This can lead us to believe that Mehujael could have been a man with some physical disability, remembering that in antiquity, physical disabilities were often seen as a divine curse. At that time, diseases and disabilities were frequently interpreted as signs of divine curse or judgment. Some scholars suggest that Mehujael might have been part of a generation that turned away from God, resulting in some form of affliction or judgment, whether physical or spiritual, directly inflicted by God. It is important to understand that this is one of the theories which, despite being quite plausible due to the meaning of his name, we cannot say is the only one. Despite Cain's cursed lineage, things seemed to improve when Mehujael's son, Methushael, was born. Analyzing his name, which means man of God, or who is of God, we know that Mehujael was trying to reconnect with God through his son Methushael. This attempt at reconnection is evident in the chosen name. Methushael, Methushael, suggests an identity deeply connected to God, reflecting a desire to bring the lineage back to divine grace. If we consider the theory that Mehujael had some physical illness and was probably a man unable to continue as the city's leader and carry on Cain's legacy, he might have tried to approach God through his son, Methushael. As Gordon Wenham suggests in Word Biblical Commentary on Genesis, the names in Cain's genealogy indicate a narrative of attempting to redeem, stabilize a lineage marked by sin. With this information, we can say that Enoch, Irad, Mehujael, and Methushael, united, symbolize a journey of redemption and resilience. From the foundation of the city by Cain and the attempt to create a new society with Enoch, through the expansion and continuity with Irad, to the struggle against suffering and the quest for reconnection with God through Mehujael and Methushael, we see a lineage that, despite being marked by original sin, tirelessly seeks a new beginning and divine reconciliation. This chronology reflects not only the physical and social development of a community, but also the spiritual depth and constant quest for redemption and divine grace, even amidst adversities and judgments. But this is not the end of Cain's genealogy. In the next video, we will meet Lamech, the worst of all, with some theories suggesting that he killed Cain himself. Is this true? Thank you very much for following the video so far. Leave your like and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell to learn the biblical story from Genesis to Revelation in a chronological manner. See you in the next video.